Afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Good to see everybody. Happy Friday. Actually, happy Valentine's Day. Better turn my phone down before I get in trouble. Here we go. Uh, Phone's not saying, oh, there it goes. Hold on. Get it all going, sitting up the right way here. Here we go. Okay, how's everybody doing? Everybody having a great Valentine's Day? Except for Grumpy, because Grumpy's grumpy. How you doing, Kyle? How's it doing over there at the state fair? Getting my popsicle ready here. ah, shoot, I broke it. Hate it when I break it. Hold on. This is a regular day. You guys don't celebrate Valentine's Day up north? I'm feeling a little bit better, Lori. Thanks for asking. You gave up on your PC. Why? Oh, prep for it. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just getting back from being sick too. Prep for it. I've been off of YouTube for about a week. I ended up in the hospital myself, so my condolences there, Prep for it. Prayers to you, my brother. It's kind of quiet now, Kyle, at the fair, probably because it's so warm, huh? When it cools off, everybody will start coming out. Oh, you can't download a new Windows program? What is it, an older computer then, or what? Well, if you can't get it to work, guess what? You always go to the kitchen and start cooking. Okay, let me get some links going here. Make it so anybody that wants to come up and join can. If you don't, that's fine too, but I want to make sure that I give you the opportunity. That's about right, Kyle. Right in the middle of February, too. Is that something or what? Hey, Tibor, how you doing? Glad to see you come by. So, what kind of fair is it, Kyle? Is it like a regular Ferris wheel and all the rides and everything, or just like a craft fair or what? It's kind of nice outside here, except it's cold. Sunny and blue skies and all that stuff. Heck, it's even kind of like a spring day. It's sort of like in the uh, upper 50s. Riding animals. Oh boy, you got to do some video on it then, right? My boys brought this to me today. He says make sure I show it off to you guys. Remember yesterday I opened up that package that he got in the mail, and it was a big old two big old swords. Now he's got this here. He said, show this off. See if I can get it out of there. Oh man, that's odd. Zombie killer. Look at that thing. Holy cow. Good thing it's got that finger guard right there, because you could hurt yourself with that thing. Zombie killer, that's what they call that. Hey Nick, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Man, that's an odd looking. I'm not even sure you'd call that a knife. Well, now I can tell him I showed it off for him. You woke up at 13 degrees this morning? Holy cow. Still wintertime there then, huh? Uh, you woke up to 70? Anybody doing anything special for the big V Day? Valentine's Day? You know, I was going to go on the internet or on my phone. I was going to order some flowers to have delivered to my significant other, and got in there, and shoot, man, everything is way too expensive just for some flowers that are going to die, you know, in a nice vase. So I just sent her one of those e-cards from Amazon so that she could just go in there and buy whatever she wanted. Holy cow, what's going on here? I had the wrong live stream up there. Wonder how that happened. Huh. No wonder I couldn't understand what you guys were saying there. Wife has the flu. Oh, crud. Sorry about that. That stuff is nasty. I had it before I got sick with that blockage in my intestines. I felt like crud. Yeah, we haven't really had too much snow here this year. I mean, I woke up yesterday to snow about maybe that much on the ground. By the time I went to my doctor and came back, it was all gone. I mean, that's really, really unusual for here this time of year. Usually it's about that deep and piled up everywhere. Fish room fever. I'm glad you decided to just drop in. Thanks a lot for doing that. Make sure you give that thumbs up out yonder in the lobby, okay? I better eat the other half of this popsicle. Sitting here getting warm. I haven't had too many of them since I got home. You haven't had much either? Yeah, it's just been a really weird winter. Remember, you guys, make sure if you don't know each other in the room here, make sure that you're visiting with each other and going over. And if you're not watching the video, make sure you're hitting those three little dots on the side of one of their videos so that you can watch it later. All you have to do is open that up and tell it you'll come back or save it for later, and it'll make sure that you can see it. Hey, old man, I got the popsicle. How about you? You got a doctor's appointment? I had one yesterday. And I think I have another one next week. They are really putting me through the rigmarole since I had that blockage. I went to my regular doctor yesterday. He said I was doing okay. He put me back on some of my meds they had taken me off of. Then next week I go to my lung doctor, and then the week after that I go to my heart doctor. They're gonna make sure I'm in tip-top condition. What doctor you gotta go to, old man? Just your regular old physician? What, they're gonna take your thyroid out, Lori? Trying to discharge here, charging stuff up. Like that one's not gonna work. Where's the other one? Try that one. That one's not gonna work either. Hold on, I'm having problems with my chargers here. I bought a new kind that's not working on my tablet. Am I buffering for you guys? Or is it just me? This will work. There. That should work. Chasing down cords. Hey, maybe maybe if it doesn't take too long, you come back later, old man. Oh man, you sound like they're gonna do you a bunch of stuff there, Lori. What's a parathyroid? I never heard of a parathyroid. Oh, really? Maybe, old man. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to get some of my watch time back because I was off for a week. Don't want to overdo it, but I also have to keep up my YouTube image according to them. So what? You have like sleep apnea? Is that do you have sleep apnea, Lori? That's what they decided was wrong with me. And then recently they said my thyroid was acting up. Like don't have enough things wrong with me. Parathyroids are different than thyroids. Man, I'm just learning way too much here. You snore like a lumberjack. Well, sometimes sleep apnea will make you snore like a lumberjack. I used to snore really bad until I started using a BiPAP. Well, actually, I started on a CPAP. Now I'm on a BiPAP. Don't snore at all. But a lot of those people just get those strips they put on the nose, those snoring strips. That's what I want to get for my girlfriend. She snores bad. That's funny, Timor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, old man. The older you get, the more you start falling apart. I don't get it. My sister is a couple years older than me, and she is just healthy as a horse and running all over the place. But I am just the opposite. Your tonsils grew back? I never heard of tonsils growing back. Are you sure they took them all out? Graves? Is that a disease? You're not bringing everybody down. You're educating me, Lori. Like the old man says, it seems like the older you get, the more stuff goes wrong with you. The thing is, I started falling apart like when I was I think it was when I was in my early 50s when everything really started going to hell with me. But I actually worked really hard before I got sick. I welded and ran a backhoe for so long I can't even remember. And that is hard, brutal work on a person. So it's just, I guess it really depends on the kind of life that you led. Yeah, I've still got my tonsils after all these years. I've never had them taken out. I better throw that link up there again just in case anybody wants to get froggy. I don't know where Gil is. He's late, but we're going to put it up there anyway. Yeah, they thought they were going to have to do surgery on me for my blockage. I was kind of scared. I never thought you'd have to go under a knife or something like that. Surgeon kept checking on me every day. Oh, that's why I was getting that up there. You being a frog, oh man. Have you guys checked those flowers online? Man, they're 50, 60, 70, $80. Man, I don't get it. I'm going to bring it up here and let you guys look. Hold on a second. See if I can get it up here. It didn't matter where I went, so I'll just pick one. I checked out several of them. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that's not it. Eat this notebook. Seven flowers. There we go. We'll try sending flowers. Yeah, yeah. I didn't want them to cut me open. I was afraid that they would, if they did, it'd cause more problems. And I don't hate this Chromebook. Everything they want, except the right thing. There we go. There's some. Yeah, there's some. There we go. Hey, this is flowers.com. See those simple little arrangements right there are like $60. Looks like $80. The second one is 85, and the third one there is this one right here is 110. That third one, just for flowers in a vase, and they die. There's some more down here. 70, 85, 75, 80. It's one all the way at the bottom on the far right here. $150. And then those white roses are 100. That's probably without the vase. Oh, that said vase included. Uh, just for something that's gonna last a few days. Well, maybe up to a week anyway, but still they end up dying and your money is gone. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay, I will go to that link. Let me see, clevelandclinic.org. Let me see if I can find that. See. Maybe I can bring that right off of this side over here. Get it up here. That's not it. I can get it. Hold on a second. We'll bring it up as soon as I get my head out of my butt. My Cleveland Clinic. Uh, trying to look at through my four eyes here. They never send you where you want to go. Is that like Cleveland? Is that like a Christian place? Fairy art. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Here's the Cleveland Clinic. MyClevelandClinic.org right there. I think I found it, Ori. Let me see if I can get it up there for you guys. You can tell me if I'm at the right place. Hold on. I'm almost there. There. Back there. Is that the right place there? Let me see how I get over there. Patient, find a doctor. Appointments. Life changing and everyday care. Is that it? Health library. Right there. So you just go there, type in the type of ailment that you're looking for, and it will tell you. 3 minutes, yeah. Sometimes I get that way too. All right, let's get out of there. Tibor said that he noticed yesterday that the drugstore is running out of masks and gloves. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of getting their panties in a bunch about that darn pandemic coming around. I don't think that there's been enough cases found in the U.S. to really get worried about it yet. I think China's doing a pretty good job of keeping it contained there, except for the people that are escaping. I was kind of watching it on the news a little bit yesterday, and the only way that it's really getting out of the country are people are actually running away that are affected by it, infected. Yeah, it only takes one. Yeah, well, you might want to check. You could probably check any place, really, but you might be able to get some masks at places like Home Depot or Walmart or something like that. And your gloves can come from just about anywhere. You can actually go to anywhere where they sell medical supplies, and they have stuff like that. Even pharmacies have gloves. So if your local drugstore is empty, there are other places to go if you think you must have them. Yeah, yeah. I suppose there's always going to be people out there that are panicking. Gordon's Foods. We don't have Gordon's Foods here. Dollar stores should have gloves for sure. Yeah, my son works at Dollar General. He said they have just about everything in there. He brought home some of those N95 masks because I was talking to him about them. So he brought some of them home. So it cost him a whole buck for four of them. That's probably about right, Tibor. All the ones that are safe here are buying them up and sending them back to their families overseas. I never even thought about that. That'd probably be about right. Papa Truck, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. That's right, Papa. We gotta just worry about what's going on right here in our country for sure. Don't get me wrong, I feel sorry for those people that are in other countries that have to deal with the coronavirus, but we really need to just concentrate on what we're doing here because it's like you said, the regular flu kills people here every year. All right, old man, you be safe out there at the doctor's. Don't let him talk you into anything. Good. Have to go incognito here for a minute, you guys. Let's see. Stop cam. That's it. All right, I'm still here, but I have to go off camera for a minute. Netflix. What's the name of it, Papa Truck? Okay, back. Epidemic. If you got Netflix, go check that out. I'm gonna write it down because I have Netflix. Gunslinger. Hey, how you doing, Gunslinger? It is recovering better every day. Try to take care of myself. Do things in a more methodical way. I'm starting to feel a bit more and more like myself every day. The Stand, yeah, that's a good movie there. Scott, hey Scott, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah, been sick for a while, trying to make my way back into my world here. I didn't do much YouTubing while I was down and out, but I've got a couple of your videos on my key to catch up to, so you'll be hearing from me there for sure. I'm glad you stopped by, Scott. It's really good to see you. It's good to see all of you guys, actually. I felt so bad for quite a few days, actually. When I was in the hospital, they wouldn't even let me eat or drink anything for 3 days. I felt like I was going to wither up and blow away. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, and not to eat or drink, they would let me have ice put in my mouth to keep my mouth moist. Other than that, I didn't have nada. Now, that is a real scary thought. That almost is like a practicing for SHTF. Because in SHTF, you may have to go days sometimes without food or water, just to survive. So it was a good exercise in showing yourself that, hey, it can be done. Thanks, I appreciate that, gunslinger. That means a whole lot to me. You want to know my pain soon? I would not wish not eating or drinking on anybody. That was terrible, and I mean the nurses and the aides, they feel sorry for you. You're trying to get them to bring you something without the others finding out about it. But man, they stood their ground. Thanks, Tibor. I appreciate that. So, what's everybody got planned for this great Friday night? Are you guys going to be going out and spending time with your families? Are you going to end up being here on the tube somewhere? What do you got planned for today? For tonight, I mean. I'm spending my time on YouTube right now so that later this evening, when everybody comes home from work and play around here, that we can sit around and enjoy each other's company. Ribeyes on the grill, man, that sounds really good. Oh, shoot. Cold beer in hand. I remember those days, my friend. The old flipper in one hand or the fork to turn the steaks, the old beer in the other hand. I used to either have a radio up here or right behind me. I would have the ball game on the TV. Everybody come out on the patio and mess with me, and I tell them, "Get the heck out! I was busy." You're welcome to come up here now if you want, Gunslinger. Somewhere up there, there's a link. I can even throw one if you want. Let me know. No, you don't want that grandson around sickness. You forgot about me, Lori. I can't believe anybody can forget me. I'm pretty big, oversized, loud guy. I got a compliment yesterday. I got called an asshole. SHGF meal. Oh man, what'd you have? What's an SHGF meal? What was it? Tell me. 6'2", 280. Wow, you're a big boy. You're like me. I used to be 6'2", welded on concrete floors for too many years, crunched my back, pushed my vertebrae together. I'm paying the price now. My back is all messed up. Couple of bulged discs back there. I'm 5 foot. Let's see, 5 foot 10 and a half now. I used to be 6 foot 1 and a half. That's about what my boy is now. He's 6 foot. I think he's 6 foot 1 or 2, but he is a skinny as a rail. Well, for $5, you can't beat that, though, right, Lori? All right, Gunslinger, you're welcome up here anytime, my brother. 4 foot 10 and 3/4. You said my girlfriend's only 5 foot tall. I don't even think she's 5 foot anymore. I know that when I stand beside her and put my arm around her, that her head's almost in my armpit. Hey, how you doing, Uncle? Good to see you, my friend. How's the eyeball doing? How's your whole head doing? Yep, that's a good deal. People have to learn how to live on less money. They just don't get it. I mean, you can eat pretty cheap on $5 if you really use your imagination. Some folks can make it even less than that. They can use a couple of bucks and make a feast out of it. Loopy, they got you on some terrible meds, probably, huh, Uncle? Yeah, I hear you, gunslinger. I'm gonna be coming on at 3 o'clock tomorrow and be talking about some sort of prepping scenario. What would you guys like for us to discuss? Why don't you guys help me get back in the swing of things here? Pick something for us to talk about. That's about right, Lori. People can make it cheaper. They have to actually look at the portions. You know, if you think about those Jenny Craig meal things they make, it's what I don't get. They give you these little bitty portions and they charge you a ton of money. But, if a person really just sat down and thought about it, they could actually count those calories up and make their own little mini meals for a heck of a lot less money. I mean, Jenny Craig's doing it and charging the moon, so you know that their profit margin is probably huge. Oh, you're waiting to shrink? You usually shrink when you're not even trying, or that's how I get it done anyway. Hey, Grizz, how you doing? Only thing big about you is your mouth. Yeah, I have that same problem. That's why I got called an a-hole yesterday. My uh, my girlfriend and I's niece live with us because she has a hard time taking care of herself, and she broke her leg. I don't know, probably about 6 or 7 weeks ago, probably, and she's been in a cast. Well, she got released from the doctor to go back to work, and where she works is just a total s hole, shithole. And they pretty much just blown her off. I think they're not going to bring her back. Well, she is kind of feeling sorry for herself, so she came and she was talking to me about it yesterday, and I just pretty much laid it out on the line and said, you know what, in my opinion, I think that if they were going to bring you back, they would have already done that. They don't even call you. When you call them, they don't answer the phone. So I said, that's pretty much a sign that they don't want to hear from you. So I said, my advice to you is just to get back out there and try to find yourself a different job, and uh, start all over again, or at least start from a different spot back to work. And well, she didn't want to hear that. She said I was being a butthead about it. And I said, I'm trying not to be a butthead. I says, I'm trying to help you work through it. And so, she went in her room, stormed in her room, with typical woman stuff. Excuse me, Lori, for saying that. But she went, stormed in her room, closed the door, came back out, started yelling at me, called me an a-hole, all this stuff. And I said, really not trying to be one. I said, I'm trying to help you understand that you've been off of work for a long time, and it's really easy to forget your motivation. So what you need to do is just pick yourself up, quit feeling sorry for yourself, go out there and find a different job. So she didn't like what I was telling her, so she went storming in her room, and she hasn't talked to me since. But I tried. Yeah, I just tried to. That's what I told her. I said I wasn't trying to be mean to her. I was just trying to explain to her that she's been off of work for a while. And it wasn't her fault that she's been off of work, but it's human nature that if you're off for too long, you kind of get lazy. That's the only word I could use. You kind of get lazy unless you start putting yourself in a different mindset. Pick yourself up, and say, "Hey, I'm better than this," and go out and start being proactive. Then you just kind of stay in that lull. I feel that's my opinion, but that's not anything she wanted to hear about. Uncle, all right, Uncle, you go lay down, and I'll be seeing you out there. I want you to take good care of yourself. There's plenty of time for you here. Just take your time. Yeah, it's it. That's it. I love her to death, but she's feeling sorry for herself because she thinks that she should be able to go back to work where she was. Well, I agree, but the place that she works is a total. They're just being total buttholes. It's uh, you guys have heard of Comfort Inn motels. Well, that's where she works. She works at a Inn, and it's independently owned. So the guy that owns it owns a lot of property in this town. So if it's easy for him to hire uh, people that are illegal immigrants or whatever, and not have to pay a decent wage. So he has a lot of that sort of people working for him. So she's not of that, and it's just complicated. But I told her just to move on from that. But that really wasn't the criticism that she wanted. Overreacting. There you go. I never thought about telling her that. I told her just to get out of my face. Uh, Good one, gunslinger. Uh, Yep, that's right, Lori. I mean, that's about. She's not even a room cleaner. She doesn't clean the room. She's called like I think her title was called houseman, and all she did was go around like the hallways, the hospitality areas and stuff like that, and vacuumed it, wiped it all down, kept it all nice and clean for the guests and whatnot. That was all that she had to do. But I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, it sounds like you and I could give her a real run for her money there, Tibor. Yeah, it's terrible. I feel bad for her, but she she doesn't want to listen. I mean, she has no income coming in now. She's relying on her parents sending her money, and then she has I guess a boyfriend or a significant other that lives in Mexico, and he sends her some money, but they're going to get tired of sending her money too eventually, and then what? Well, they're not supposed to be able to do that here either, Lori. But like I said, the guy that owns this place, he is known for doing terrible things. And my niece is one of those people that won't uh, create any waves, so to speak, even though I've told her to, but she won't because she's afraid that if she does that, then for sure she won't have anywhere to work. Hey, Prepper Smith, how you doing, my brother? Good to see you. I'm still eating my lunch, you guys. That's how come I keep going incognito on you guys. Hold on a second. It is good to see you too, Prepper Smith. I have truly missed YouTube. I didn't think I would, but I have truly missed it. I'm like, Kaylin Strain left me a message on my community tab, and she told me that she was glad to see that I was coming back because this is where I belong. So, those kind of comments, people leave me those kind of comments. It really makes you feel good. I have Monkey Wrench Crew logo. It's my icon. Yeah, I'm still trying to eat my lunch. I don't like to chew in front of you guys because just how I am. But I want to get this eaten before it goes bad. Yeah, I had a lot of people praying for me. Yeah, I really truly appreciate that. I have missed each and every one of you guys so much. Yeah, you do. I have to get that off to you. I still have it sitting up here on my table slash desk with your name on the back, but I can't send anything off without the email without your address. Yeah, exactly, Grizz, and that's part of the problem where she's at is that the general manager that does all the scheduling and stuff. She started all the way at the bottom too. Now that she's more or less at the top of the chain, she thinks her stuff is just the best, you know. What you had to sell it? Don't be selling all your guns. How come you had to sell another gun? Here, Lori, Oreo with chocolate filling. Oh, I hear you. Oh, I'm sorry, Prepper Smith. I'm really sorry. I hear you. I have been there and done that. What do you mean you can't have any? Oh, that's right. You got to go under the knife. Too bad Uncle Al's not in here. I just got a get well card from him in the mail. Oh man, a Glock. Oh, that's terrible. You had to sell your Glock. Hey, how you doing, modern refugee? Good to see you. How are you? I'm sure glad you came by. Hurts your belly. Yeah, I don't eat much cookies anymore either. It's not even a life change. It's just that you go in, I don't know, like a rotation of, uh, don't want those anymore. Let's go somewhere else. So, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow afternoon? You guys come up with something yet? It's got to be prepper related because tomorrow I'll be on at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow will be a 2 hour stream, so that's got to have something for what you guys want to talk about. I don't know, Lori. That cheesecake you made looked pretty dang tasty. Oh, you're in a heat wave? 23 now? Wow. No, no Hillarys. It was minus 11 there. Oh, man. You're still having winter time. 14 in Canada? Whoa. Yeah, there you go. That's what I meant, Lori. My favorite flavor. Yeah, I read an article the other day, Grizz, about that, about them, both of them, her and her husband both. They may have finally caught them. All right, that sounds good. How are you planning to use your assets? That's a good topic right there. A lot of people talk about it, about other stuff, but not that very much. Sounds good. We'll do that then, Prepper Smith. I got it written down so my feeble mind won't forget. I don't know. Trump says he has a lot of things, Lori. I wouldn't believe all the things he says. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't believe any of what he says. That's about it, Prepper Smith, for sure. You know, you gather all the stuff up, you listen to everything that everybody tells you, and then uh, you get it all together, but then you don't make a plan on how you're going to get through it, you know, how you're going to use it in what order. Yeah, I heard something about that, Lori. Yeah, you got that right, Tibor. He is crazy. It's got to be his defense all the way to that back door. That's about right, Tripper Smith. And plans do kind of last past the first contact, modern. You may have to improvise some of the plan, but it can still be in use. Or that's my opinion, anyway. Yeah, I'm not for that other millionaire either. Billionaire. I guess they call them billionaires these days. Yeah, that would be part of making your plan there, Lori. That'll all fit into what we want to talk about. It sounds like we'll have a great discussion tomorrow. That's a good one. I like that one, modern. Absolutely, Grizz. Well, actually, you should have more than one plan, so that when one plan fails, you just jump to the next one. It's plan, 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 remember? So that if one fails, you got another one to jump into. You're not sitting there with your pants down. Hey, look who just came in. Came in the cat door. How you doing, Reed? I'm glad you did, Reed. Good to see you. Yeah, not only natural resources, but where you decide to set your new community up at is a really top part of the plan. Whether you're being in the city or outside the city or even out in the country somewhere, where you decide to start from is a very important part of it. Oh man, some people like to spend all their money on a plan. You got that right, Scott. Sometimes it's not about the money; it's about the actual being able to put it together without the money. Sort of like what they call that, sort of like a MacGyver plan. No topic today. We're just kind of sitting around. We were talking about, if you look at the title, it says, "What did you do for your sweetheart?" Because it's Valentine's Day. But we've been talking about a little bit about everything. Read, jump in with whatever you feel good with. Hey, Dan, good to see you. DMAC Outdoors, you guys. I'm feeling better, Dan. Thanks for asking. A little bit better every day. How's it going for you? I'm going to be putting together a private chat for Sunday, I think, with everybody on the panel so we can talk about Monday night. If you want me to send you a link on that. How about you, Reed? You want me to send you a link on it too? I want to talk to everybody about what we need to talk about Monday. Trying to get everything back in order. Yeah, I know you've been not around, but hey, real life comes first, Dan. Ah, cool. All right, Reed, I'll send you a link as well. Yeah, what is OV, Tibor? Is that like brutality or something like that? Oh, that's not good for him. Was it his own car or was it a cruiser? Oh, it's a she. Herman the Great. How are you, my friend? I was over there the other day when you were playing the game of football. You didn't say nothing, but I was sitting there watching. I see you had my favorite team in uniform. Yep, I did the lurking thing. Oh, cool, Dan. Is that what you did for Valentine's Day, or you just did it to be a nice guy? Yeah, I know they are, Urban. Hey, well, you guys, it's been fun, but I'm going to have to jump off here. I want to thank everybody for coming by and visiting with me. A little late, Gil, a little late. Just got back from Idaho Falls. Well, tomorrow when we talk, Gil, before I go, you guys, let me talk to Gil real fast. We're going to talk tomorrow night, Gil, on how do you plan to use your assets. That's going to be my topic for tomorrow night, Gil. You may want to plan around that. And then also, Gil, I'm going to be sending a link out for a private chat on Sunday. I get all the panel together on Sunday so that we can talk about Monday night's chat, the round table. So, gonna be sending links out to you and the boys. We'll do a private chat on Sunday. All right, everybody. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for coming by and happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 3 p.m. tomorrow, you guys. I'll be putting out a notification, so be looking for it. Thanks.